Hello, what's up? Today's species of the week is going to be this plant, which is called Artemisia Argyi. The common name is called silver wormwood or Chinese mugwort. It is a herbaceous perennial shrub that grows with a creeping rhizome, just like a running bamboo. You're not gonna see this here because it's covered under the soil, and it is native to the eastern half of the Asian continent, from southeastern Russia all the way down to southern China, and it is also naturally found in the Korean peninsula. It is closely related to the common wormwood, which they share the same genus, and the appearance and growth habits is also really similar. The main difference between this species of wormwood and the common wormwood is that the underside of their leaves are actually still green, and in the common wormwood, the underside of their leaves are silvery or in a grayish color. It is an upright growing shrub capable of reaching 4 to 5 foot of height under the right conditions. It's got multiple stems, almost like a bamboo or certain types of grasses, and the foliage is quite distinct. Despite that they may look like ferns, they are actually not compound leaves. They are actually single leaves with a lot of points, pointing from a variety of directions, almost like that of the red oak leaf. They are actually a xerophile, which means they prefer to grow in relatively dry conditions, for example open savannas, mountainous slopes, or even semi-arid conditions. They also require a lot of sunlight to grow. If they were being planted in the shade, then they would be a lot less healthy than those grown under sunny, open conditions. This plant would actually severely die back once exposed to excessive amount of rainwater. According to my experience, I was growing this plant outdoors, despite that I was using a pot or a container that is intended for indoor uses, and for several months, I guess 3 months of time, it rained almost every day in that outdoor area. So this plant just died back all the way to the ground. And then this stem right here is actually what it grew back after the rain stopped and the weather started to get drier and drier. And I'm expecting it to grow more of these stems in the upcoming future. Historically speaking, this plant was widely cultivated because of their medicinal properties, and this plant was used in a variety of traditional Chinese medicines, which can be used to deal with a variety of illnesses and sicknesses. It is also known to have the anti-mosquito properties because when they're being harvested, dried under the sun, and hanged upside down, or when their leaves are being burnt in the fire, they produce a really strong smell that can effectively scare off mosquitoes and many other small insects. In terms of how to grow this plant, I would highly not recommend you for growing this as a house plant or in pots, because despite that it is still in a single trunk stage here, it has got the potential to create lots of other trunks or stems and form almost like bamboo-like formation. And it is also not good for being planted as a house plant because they require a lot of sunlight to grow and to stay healthy. So outdoor areas are a lot more suitable. They can survive in a variety of soil conditions, from acidic soil to alkaline soil to clay-based ones or sand-based ones. They can tolerate a wide variety of climate conditions, from cold temperate conditions in parts of Scandinavia all the way down to subtropical conditions. Besides harvesting this crop, this plant can also be planted as a foundational plant around trees, and it can also be planted on rooftop gardens, which would typically receive a lot of sunlight. They are also quite resistant to pests and parasites, and the greatest enemy of this plant is, you guessed it, too much water. Once again, thank you for watching. Despite that the editing and the overall organization of this video is without a doubt so weird, and if you like the information that you watch on this channel, then please feel free to subscribe. And you can also feel free to like and share our videos.